Hello everybody, my name is Perry, and in this video I'll be talking about a platform that I use to help me enhance my reading style. For many of you who don't know, I love reading books. If you haven't seen my Kindle videos, go check it out. Now, let me tell you, a post that really got my channel growing was when I asked a question on what type of reader are you? Are you into physical books, digital books, or audiobooks? And people were going crazy. And what really stuck out the most was when people said, I love reading physical books, but I like hearing the narrator of the story captivate through audio. And a platform that I discovered and have been using for so many years is Audible. If you use my link, you'll get it for 99 cents for the first 3 months that you sign up for using Audible. Use my link down in the description. Now, about that platform is that it allows you to not only get immersed in a book, but be able to read the book as it was intended to be read. I think for many of us, especially me, I love feeling immersed into the reading style. For example, I read Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, part 1 and 2. What I loved about the book was that the person had different voices. I got to feel like I was watching the movie, and I felt like I was really getting the full scope of what the story was about. It was similar to the traditional Harry Potter books, but it was interesting seeing his life fast forward and him having a son who has a similar lifestyle and trying to find his own voice. I think that's important for many of us, being able to captivate our audience and being able to tell our story from our own delivery and our own experience. A book that really challenged me the most was The Alchemist. Being able to look through different trials and tribulations in my life to push forward. And many of us feel like we can't accomplish something because we might be introverts. I had a presentation on public speaking, and the first thing that is most important is showing up, being on time, and being confident in your own skin, no matter how uncomfortable it gets. Being able to speak in front of people, being able to do the things that you love and most passionate about is so rewarding, so fulfilling, and so life-changing, you know? It's just like when you're in school, you're taking your classes for the first time, you're learning how to add, you're learning how to subtract, you're learning how to read, you're learning how to do science, and figuring out the backstory of everything. And it allows you to understand those people's perceptions and how they achieve those accomplishments from just being a hypothesis in the beginning. I think what's going to be good about Audible for me, for example, is me reading long books like The Promised Land by Barack Obama, and then Steve Jobs' book by Isaac, I forget his last name, but I'll put the link in the description box. And some of my good reads, I feel like sometimes when you're reading the book, it's overwhelming. But when you have a platform like Audible, listening while digesting what you're reading, whether it's on your Kindle or on a physical book, it makes the time go by so much faster. I read about 60 something books per year. I can read roughly 5 to 6 books in a month. I read. That's not even including what I do for my business. But being able to have access to an audiobook while I'm on my way to work, instead of listening to a podcast or whatever, I feel immersed. I feel like I'm a part of the experience. So definitely download Audible today. I think you will definitely benefit from it. Like I said, 99 cents for 3 months. You can't beat that. That's an excellent price. And share in the comments what you're reading and what you plan on reading over this winter time. I think this is good for if you have children. You can set up Audible for families and even get a better discount. And I think it's just great just to feel like you're a part of something and being immersed into something. Reading is so essential, and it's sad that we're living in an age where all the resources are being taken away from schools, from work and places, and just in general. Reading is so essential. I know a lot of people hated it when they were younger, but you realize as you get older, the life lessons that you have learned, you become more appreciative of the time it took for someone to plan out, articulate their thoughts, and sharing their experience with the world. And your input of giving them feedback and buying the book, sharing the knowledge, recommending books to other people, it makes them feel happy and it reassures them that the hard work and effort that probably took them years to create was well worth it. Everybody wants to feel appreciated somehow, you know? So I recommend for all of you to start reading, start investing in yourself, read to your kid, read to yourself, read to your loved one. Just keep consuming. Don't let books die out. All I can say is keep learning and keep growing. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, the BPerryFilms Experience. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram, BPerryFilms, and Substack, BPerryFilms Experience. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if any of you are on LinkedIn, feel free to connect me on there, Bobby L. Perry, and let's start brainstorming some book recommendations. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.